Rev Mio TV, man. Rev Mio TV. Good people of the world. Good people of the world. Hey, listen, man. Listen. Young people, stay out of trouble. Stay out of prison. All right? Stay out of these folks' chain gangs, man. All right? If you ever been to jail, if you ever been to prison, man, listen, man. Don't go back, man. All right? If you never been, please don't go. Okay? Listen, man. Hey, shout out, man, to one of my subscribers, Raymond. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your last name right, man, so forgive me, brother, if I, you know what I'm saying, chop your last name up. Raymond DeGuardo. You know what I'm saying? I might have messed it up, man, but listen, shout out to you, man. You asked for me to do a video on some prison extortion, right? Oh, I got I got a handful of extortion videos, right? I'm gonna give you this one right here today, right? I'm gonna give you this one today. I'm gonna give you this one today, man. 1990s, back in the 90s, right? I went to state prison, and Johnson, CI, state of Georgia, right? So I'm in prison. They bring this dude in, right? I'm like 22 years old. Dude was like maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years older than me. So he's young too, right? So I'm 22, he like 24 maybe, something like that. Well, when you come into prison, you gotta understand something. Young people, understand this too, man. Understand something. When you walk into that prison, all eyes on you. It's a lot of eyeballs on you. I'm gonna tell you what people are looking for, right? They looking to see who you know. You know what I'm saying? If you know anybody, like if you got some homeboys, you got some partners, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, some family members or whatever, or are you a lone wolf? You know what I mean? What happens to the lone wolf? The lone wolf, it's hard for the lone wolf to survive out in the wilderness, right? Same thing in prison. So look, they looking to see if you got partners, or if you got family or whatever, or if you a lone wolf. Most street dudes, when you come to prison, you're gonna see people who you know. You're gonna see people who you've been involved in crime with, people you done grew up with. You know what I'm saying? It might be man, I've been locked up with cousins, first cousins, uncles. Man, I'm talking about, you know what I mean? So, like, that was just part of my family, you know what I'm saying? So, dude come into prison, he a young dude. I don't remember youngster name, you know what I'm saying? But they used to call him youngster, right? So, he a frail dude, you know, he a little, and I was a little dude too, but I was always like in shape, you know what I'm saying? I was always, you know what I'm saying, in pretty good shape. I wasn't frail, you understand what I'm saying? So, dude was like puny though, you know what I mean? Like, he was smaller than me in stature, but he was like puny, you know what I'm saying? So he come in, man, they put him in the cell with Papa Juice. Papa Juice was a old head. You know, Papa Juice probably was about 65 years old, something like that. Locked up for robbery, right? Bank robbery. So Papa Juice was just laid back. Papa Juice didn't bother nobody. He didn't get into no mess. You know what I'm saying? He did his little gambling and stuff like that. Stayed off to the side. You know what I mean? So they put youngster in the room with Papa Juice, right? So I'm telling you now, eyeballs on you. So the first day, youngster come in, a little while after now, first day, youngster on the phone, that wall phone. Ain't no cell phones back then. We talking about the 90s, the mid 90s, right? And no cell phones in prison back then. So look, youngster on the phone. He back and forth on the phone, right? He get off the phone, you know what I'm saying, for 30 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, whatever. He back on the phone, right? So people peeping this now. People peeping this. You know what I'm saying? So the next day, dude named Paul, you know what I'm saying? He come to youngster. He say, you know, he asked youngster to use the three-way. See, back then you could make three-way calls. You could use the prison phone. You know what I'm saying? You could get your girl or your brother or whoever it is you calling, hey, make a three-way for me. And they'll call whoever, you know what I'm saying, on three-way. Like, that was a common thing in prison back then. You know what I mean? You could make three-way calls. You could make three-way calls for other people, for other inmates or whatever. I used to do it sometimes for my partner, my homeboy, something like that. I make three-way calls for them, you know, get my girl or somebody, my brother or somebody to make three-way calls for them. Or they might get they people to make a three-way call for me. So, you know what I'm saying? It went kind of like that. Paul pull up on Youngsta. He don't know Youngsta. You know what I'm saying? They cell right beside each other. But he don't know this dude. You know what I'm saying? Dude been there for a day. Right? Now, Paul probably 6'2". You know, he cut up, work out all the time. Probably 215, 220. So he pull up on Youngsta, tell Youngsta, man, look, man, I throw you something, man. Let me make a few three-way phone calls. Not everybody in prison got people on the outside in the free world that's accepting their phone calls. You know what I'm saying? These collect calls, man, them things add up quick. You know what I'm saying? You mess around and make doggone 15, 20 collect phone calls in a month's time. Back then, you done ran somebody's phone bill up. You know what I mean? Some people not going to accept your one call. So some people was just, you know, left with the only way they were going to be able to make calls for the most part is they need to use somebody three-way. So Paul went to dude, man, he asking them, saying to use your three-way. You know, man, I'll throw you something, man. Let me, you know, use your three-way, man. Make a couple phone calls or something. So Youngsta like, oh, man, my girl will make call for you, man. Yeah. Ain't no problem. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know, so they start chopping it up, talking or whatever. So now, Youngsta ain't charge him. So now his girl making phone calls for Paul, right? Youngsta get on the phone, you know what I'm saying? You know, he'll talk a few minutes, then he'll say, hey, baby, I'm gonna let my partner use, you know what I'm saying, make a couple three-way phone calls for him real quick. So he might use the phone, you know, for 5-10 minutes. He get a phone back or whatever, or you know what I mean? So now this going on for a week or so, right? Youngsta mess around, go to the store. Youngsta go to the store, he come back, you know what I'm saying? He done bought the store out, you know what I'm saying? He done, you know, he come back hefty, you know what I'm saying? He got all the zoom zooms and wham whams and all this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 blah. Paul, one of them dudes in prison that he ain't got no money coming in, ain't nobody sending no money. So if he not able to make money like gambling and, you know what I'm saying, trying to run protection games on folks and stuff like that, and you know, trying to extort people, he wasn't getting no money unless he was stealing stuff, reselling it, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff like that, prison hustling, right? If he wasn't doing that, Paul wasn't getting no money. You understand what I'm saying? So now he looking at Youngsta like, oh, he a meal ticket. Okay, he a meal ticket. You know what I'm saying? He a meal ticket, right? So now Youngsta go to the store the next week. Youngsta come back, you know what I'm saying, big old bag again, right? He got all the, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third, and you know what I'm saying, whatever. You know what I mean? So then, in the meantime, he's still making three-way calls for Paul. You know what I mean? Now, Paul kind of started getting on dude's nerves. After this going on for probably a month, Paul kind of getting on his nerves because every time dude go use the phone, here come Paul. You know what I'm saying? Now come to find out, Youngsta got a couple of girls, you know what I'm saying? A couple of good looking girls too. He got a couple of bras that he calling, you know what I'm saying, making these calls and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so Paul done made three-way calls with both of them. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna tell you what Paul did. Played him dirty. You know what I mean? Now, dude getting tired of Paul, like I said. So now Paul done you know, he feeling funny. He feeling like okay, now he finna go on and, you know what I'm saying, figure out a way to cross youngster out. He finna figure out a way for the meal ticket to become the meal ticket, right? Youngster don't know nobody. Youngster from Alabama. Youngster a lone wolf on the compound. He don't know nobody here, man. He don't know nobody in the prison, you know what I'm saying, for real. Now he's starting to meet people and talk to people, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Youngster ain't no street dude, though. Youngster is a dude that, you know what I'm saying, started selling some dope or whatever. And from what I understood, he actually started making, you know what I'm saying, some money, you know what I mean? But he wasn't a street dude. Youngster had went to college, you know what I mean? I don't remember if he graduated college or not, you know, but he done got tired of Paul coming always wanting to use the phone. So he trying to figure out now how to, you know, kind of navigate around that, right? So Paul figured out, oh, he trying to, you know what I'm saying? He trying to get rid of him. So then Paul lay off for him a little bit. So he lay off for him for probably about another couple weeks. He lay off for him. You know what I mean? Then he come back to him. He get on the phone. Paul get the phone, right? He get the phone. Let me get something I can play from my phone, right? Paul get the phone, right? And he tell dude, he say, hey, look. He say, hey, come here, youngster. He said, come here, youngster. He flipped the whole script on it. He said, listen, man. He said, listen, man. He said, I see what you're doing, man. He said, man, you got something to talk about. He holding the phone off to the side like this so the girl can't hear. He said, now look. Now, you done had me on the phone with both of your girlfriends. Now, I got this phone in my hand. And if you don't get some act right, I'm about to tell this broad about the other broad. I'm going to tell her. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you finna start paying, ninja. You know what I mean? Now, you know Paul using them words. I can't use them words. Y'all know I don't talk like that anyway, but boy, YouTube is very, very, very sensitive, right? So I don't want them to be tripping on me. So he like, matter of fact, you finna start paying, ninja. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You finna start paying. So dude, like he looking like, man, what you mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, don't, come on, man. Like what you talking about? He said, man, look here, man. I tell this girl about the other girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you now. You know what I'm saying? Get some act right. You know what I mean? He said, man, you gonna talk when I get off the phone. He done strong arm this man phone call. You know what I mean? So now youngster like, dang, he in a situation because he been helping dude, not knowing the dude really trying to play on him anyway. So anyway, Paul get on the phone. He make his little calls or whatever. Dude got to do whatever. He hang the phone up. Youngster, come here, let me holler at you, man. He flipping on him now, right? He say, look, man, I'm going to tell you something, man. You know what I'm saying? I see what you've been doing. You've been trying to play me out these phone calls and this, that, and the other. So, dude, so youngster was like, nah, man, you know, you were just trying to use the phone every time that I was using the phone. You know, you was like asking, he was like, yeah, okay, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Went in youngster room, right? Youngster locker open. He goes straight in the locker. Start taking stuff out youngster locker. You know what I'm saying? This really the test now. He's strong arming the man. He said, look, man, this gonna be every week. You know what I mean? Youngster been getting some good money in now, or he had money on his books or whatever. Youngster been shopping good at the store. Paul just go in there and just start taking stuff. You know what I'm saying? So youngster trying to like push up against him, like, man, what you think you're doing, man? He trying to keep him from leaving the room, trying to keep him from walking out the room. Now, Papa Juice ain't in there. You know what I'm saying? Papa Juice out in the dormitory. Papa Juice not in the room, right? So Paul walk on out. Man, listen. So then couple dudes, you know what I'm saying, pull Papa Juice over to the side, you know what I'm saying? And Papa Juice, you know, hey man, Papa Juice. Hey man, Paul just roughed your cellmate off, man. He just went in there, you know what I'm saying, just, you know, took this, that, and the other, whatever. Said, man, he just roughed him off. So look, Papa Juice say, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I told him not to fool with him. I told him don't make no phone calls for him. I told him he need to stop talking to him. So now he got to live with it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, people not coming to your rescue in prison, man, like that, man. Young people, stay out of jail, man. Stay out of prison. Stay out of these situations, right? So now he pressing dude every week. Dude paying every week. He paying whether he wanted to or not. He paying. I don't know what their price was, but every week he go to that store. You know what I'm saying? Youngster paying every week. So then this goes on for a couple months. It go on for a couple months now. Youngster getting tired though. He getting tired. He might not be no street dude, but he getting tired though, right? Man. And then it's like, I done seen some situations where people might step in and kind of try to protect, you know what I'm saying, the frail dude or the person who might not be all the way there mentally or something like that. Sometimes you have somebody that'll step in and just be like, nah, man, don't do dude like that, man. Or, you know what I'm saying? But see, dude didn't have no homeboys. He didn't have no partners. He didn't have nobody to save him. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, Paul had like 2 or 3 homeboys in the dorm with him that was just like him. You see what I'm saying? So he really was like in a rock and a hard place. Nobody helping him. He paying this man every week, right? But Youngster got tired. After a couple months or so, Youngster was tired, right? So Youngster come over there. By that time, man, we kind of like started like, you know, having like some little conversations, you know what I'm saying? Because I used to be playing chess and stuff, right? So I be playing chess. I was really learning how to play chess good around that time. You know what I'm saying? So I be playing chess, or it'd be some people at the chess table, chess board, stuff like that. Or I might be playing cards, something like that. Where he had started just standing around the table and stuff. And so just in talking, my partner Fuller was like, hey man, the only way to get that man off of you, man, you gonna have to fight, man. You know what I'm saying? If you don't fight, he gonna stay on you. You know what I'm saying? But he looking at himself like he probably doggone 5'8", you know what I'm saying? Probably weighed 135. I'll give him 145, you know what I'm saying? Just to give him, just to make him try to look halfway, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, Paul like 6'2", about 215, 220, work out all the time, cut up, you know what I'm saying? Like to walk around with his shirt off and all that stuff in the dorm and all that stuff, right? Dude, just a little frail dude, you know what I'm saying? So then, you know, he keep coming over there. I said, man, you're gonna have to keep him out for you, man. You're gonna have to keep him out for you, man. If you keep letting this dude tell you that you got to pay him, you know what I'm saying? Man, he gonna keep on doing it, man. That's kind of dude he is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you something else Paul had did, right? When I first came there, I'm in the dorm, you know, you start talking to people. You start, you know what I'm saying, you observing stuff. And it was a dude from Decatur, right? Y'all know I'm from Marietta, from Atlanta. Marietta to be exact, you know what I'm saying? Marietta. So this other dude, he's from Atlanta, he's from Decatur. So we started talking, and I could tell, you know, not everybody in prison is street dudes, man. Let's get that clear. Not everybody in prison was really in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody in prison been fighting and shooting pistols and doing all this type of stuff and selling dope and this like that. You know, some people just did some stuff, got in trouble, or got in the dope game, you know what I'm saying? Some happenstance, you know, might have made some money, but they're not street dudes. So it was this one dude from Decatur, right? So we talking, man, you know, and this when I first had got there. And he was like telling me like, man, yeah, man, you know, make sure you watch your stuff, man, and, you know, and these dudes steal, you know, and stuff like that. Like, man, they done stole a couple of my radios. I said, they done stole a couple of your radios. Back then we had the little radios, you know, the little Walkman radio. The little Walkman radio, you put the headphones on like that. I said, they done stole a couple of your radios. I said, who stole it? He said, I know who he said, I know who stole it. I know who stole it. So he pointed, like with his head, you know what I'm saying? Like with his eyes like that. He said, him right there. He talking about Paul, right? I said, he stole your radio and you know he stole your radio? He said, yeah, he got my radio on now. Man had his radio on, you know what I'm saying? He walking around the dorm like this, popping, pop, 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 with his shirt off, you know what I'm saying? Got it, like, man, he got my radio right there. That's my radio right there. I said, man, you just gonna let him take your radio? So anyway, that was this dude from Decatur. Now fast forward, this dude right here from Alabama, this youngster, Paul extorting the dude, right? Now Fuller done told him, look, man, the only way you gonna, you know what I'm saying, get this man off of you, man, you gonna have to fight, man. You can't be worried about losing, man. You gonna have to fight, you know what I mean? So I end up telling dude the same thing. A few people done told him now by this time, like, man, you gonna have to fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared of losing, man. You got to fight. So, man, youngster got tired of that junk. He got tired of that junk. Now, he ain't letting dude do the three-way no more. He ain't letting him three-way no more because he's scared the dude might get on the phone and tell the one girl about the other girl. Bust him out, right? Man, look. Boy, youngster got tired. Youngster got tired, boy. Youngster got tired, right? So he came back from the store one day. He got his bag. He come back. And so Paul over there, you know what I'm saying, hey, you know what I'm saying, sucker, I told you to get me this. I mean, I told you to get this. So dude like, man, I ain't getting you nothing no more, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of this stuff. So he started yelling, you know what I'm saying? So now the officer that's in the dorm right here is not cool. You know what I'm saying? Some of these officers, man, they gonna let you fight. They gonna let you get your wreck in, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They gonna, or they, you know, they might yell, yeah, break it up. What I'm saying, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I mean? But some of these officers gonna lock you up immediately. So Paul knew that. So Paul walk off because he know that the officer that's on duty gonna take him straight to the hole. You know what I'm saying? So Paul know, he walk off. So he walk on off. He go on. He went upstairs and went up there to his homeboy room, right? So they up there, you know what I'm saying, chilling or whatever. So youngster thinking that he done stood up for himself and he done like ran Paul off. Not knowing that, no, Paul a convict. Paul know that this officer on duty right here, you know what I'm saying, is really not the one to play with. They gonna, you know what I'm saying, go to the hole and this, that, and it's ways to handle things in prison. You ain't always got to go to the hole. Paul knew that. So youngster, you know what I'm saying, he take his bag on to his room and stuff, you know, get on in there, man, and you know what I mean, he get in there, I guess he, you know what I'm saying, he feel good about himself. He feel good about himself, right? Feel good. Man. So when the shift changed, the other officer went home and the shift changed, you know what I'm saying, for the second shift to come on. Man, now we got one of them officers that don't care. They come in there clown around, goof around. They ain't trying to do no paperwork. They don't care what you do. Man, so Paul, he come down the stairs. He come over to dude's room. So Papa Juice in there though. So Papa Juice look at him. He said, so Paul telling youngster to come out, you know what I'm saying, come out and let him talk or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man, I want to have a word with you, man. Come and let me have a talk with you. So Papa Juice said, hey, man, take that stuff somewhere else now, you know what I mean? Take it somewhere else. So Papa Juice tell him though, so Paul walk off, you know what I'm saying? Because now the thing about it is, if Paul had disrespected Papa Juice, he'd had, you know what I'm saying, a whole gang of people on his head, you know what I'm saying? So he walk off. So now he wait on youngster to come on out the dorm though. He wait on youngster to come out the dorm, right? Man, youngster come out that dorm. So Paul, you know what I'm saying, he lure him, you know what I'm saying, closer to him. Like, man, youngster, man, you know, man, my bad, man, you know what I'm saying? He started off apologizing to dude. Next thing you know, man, he just turned around, man, and just hit dude. Hit him one whop. Knocked the little dude out, man. Knocked him out. Whop. Just like that. You know what I'm saying? And now, at the time that he knocked him out, it's like during a move. A move is when you know, they unlock the doors to the dorm where you can leave the dorm and go elsewhere. You can go to the library or the child hall or the gym or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so that door gonna be unlocked for about 10 minutes or so, right? The officer was standing at the door, but he was faced out. Youngster done got knocked out, you know what I'm saying, over here near the corner in the dorm. He laid out on the floor, right? Man, the man just got knocked out, man. Knocked out cold, right? So they pick youngster up, you know what I'm saying? They get him together, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Man, youngster got his stuff. Went in his room, packed his stuff up, packed all his stuff up, man. Went up there and checked in, man. Busted up, you know what I'm saying? Eye black. Checked in. He went and checked in, man. He went and checked in. Rather than to be extorted, he went and checked in, man. Told the officer, you know what I'm saying? I can't do this, man. Y'all put me in PC, man. Take me to the hole, man. I don't want to do this right here. You know what I'm saying? He didn't tell on Paul, though. He didn't tell who hit him. He didn't tell who hit him. He just said, man, y'all got to get me up out this dorm, man. Take me on the PC. But yeah, man, youngster got extorted, man. Youngster got extorted. Youngster was a lone wolf, man. And that's what happened a lot of times to the lone wolves, man. All right? Young people, stay out of trouble, stay out of prison. Obey your parents, man. All right? Rev Mio TV.